2024. All right. I hope you guys are getting it, doing it, getting up early, earning that high frequency with good nutrition, exercise, plenty of rest. I just went over and picked something to fiddle with, mandarin orange from my tree. I've noticed that I'm not very grateful. I'm criticizing the size, the dryness, but I watered it, I trimmed it. You know, the fruit is not for the tree. Our gifts are not for us. If I'm good at something, playing the saxophone, singing, rapping, that's not for me. It's for you to give away. It's not for you. Your talents are to be shared with the world and expressed with others so that God can express an amazing piano player or whatever you're good at. I love when I see someone benefit from a neighborly nudge or steering them in the right direction, and benefiting from exercise. I just was talking about fasting, and when you don't eat for a day or two or 12 hours or however long, empty stomach, right? Cut up a kiwi or eat the kiwi with the skin on it. Kiwis have many benefits. I'm glad I don't know how to break it down about all of the nutrients, but I know it's vitamin C, and it is something that when battling depression or trying to make sure you get the most dopamine, serotonin, all of these things, kiwi is an antidepressant. Makes you in a great mood. It makes you feel amazing. And having certain things like this, whole foods, like an empty stomach, eat just the kiwi and watch how you feel in the next hour or two. Or a banana, just the banana, or just a steak, or just one food with no drink. That's how our body's made to work. It's made to wake up in the morning when the sun's up with the birds and go to sleep at night with the nocturnal things start coming out. So I'm just stepping into this weekend. Mercury out of retrograde now. Taurus, we've got full moon in Gemini. Fun stuff going on. If you haven't gotten your things to celebrate the holidays with, it's time to go out there and get it done. If you do celebrate them, really it's just another day if you have perspective, but it's fun to get in the spirit and share and be a human that has a human experience. It's really fun to be jolly, and I'm trying to make sure that in my life I have more playfulness and play games for entertainment and not just be so cerebral and education all the time. Maybe I'll get to the point where I can read a fiction book. I have a really hard time with that. It's always nonfiction, so yeah. Life's in session. If you have comments, please make them. You can DM me and reach out. I've been hearing from people that I haven't heard from, and it's really nice. I've been sharing with people, and I'm realizing that not only wherever you go, there you are, but also the biggest lesson from this morning was awareness isn't just being aware of when I am not grateful, when I'm toxic, when I eat too much carbs or sugar, when I do something and be critical of myself. Awareness is also saying, good fucking job, Grin. You actually showed up and suited up and were there. You actually made the trip. You actually reached out to people. You have the gift of gab. You did something good. Awareness is realizing your strengths, your gifts, and the accomplishes that you make as well. And give yourself some credit. It's very important. It's part of self-love rather than, self-loathing or just constantly being critical. And I think that, sometimes you just want to make sure not to be the groveling, Greg, Debbie Downer, make people have that low vibration. Do that and see what happens. They'll repel away from you, and then the people that are attracted and want to hang out, you realize you don't want that all the time. So I love being solution-based. I love preaching to be vulnerable and share with each other, and just be glad where you are on your path. Nobody's going to be able to just do that by flipping a switch. And if somebody acts like they are, they're not admitting or realizing that it's progress, not perfection. So got the Christmas tree up, got the daughter getting ready to go out and do some holly jolly stuff, and I just wanted to touch bases with everyone real quick and make sure this isn't going away. Watch your clouds go by in the sky. Watch the animals around you. Walk on the grass barefoot. Reach out and give your message to someone. See how it feels. If you're feeling really bad and really anxious and trapped and upset, call and try to help someone else. If you know and you see someone with a problem that you've gone through and conquered, reach out and say, listen, this is how I did it. Are you open to feedback? Someone reaches out to you and calls you, realize what they're saying and read between the lines. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we could listen more than we talk. So I think that's all I got today. Tomorrow is going to be, if we make it, the 15th. We've got the winter solstice coming. First day of winter, 12/22 coming. And the spirit of giving, not just material things. If you have people in your life, learn their love language so that you can give them love the way that they receive it. The 5 Love Languages book. I don't want to say the wrong author because I'm good at that, Gary Chapman, but maybe wrong. Take the test yourself. Know what your 5 love languages are, because everyone has all 5, first and foremost. But if you keep doing acts of service for me, you're going to be wondering why I just do it right with you, or I say thank you and I acknowledge it, but I don't feel loved. It's my last one. So I think all of them can be criticized, and all of them can be made to look shallow. But there are certain things in the world that are just laws, like gravity and the leaves falling from the trees. You can't get around it. It's the way that it is. The truth is the truth is the truth. So words of affirmation, quality time, giving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch are the 5 love languages. Find out how you give it, how you receive it, how your family members do, your children, your spouse. That way you know if I really want to give someone and make them feel loved, she is someone who I just have to, or he is someone who I just have to fill in the blank. I know it's my favorite way of giving love language is gifts, because I can just go buy it. But if that's not the person's love language, then now you have to, and that's not my way of receiving, by the way. And all of them can be criticized. Mine is words of affirmation, so it's not that hard if you don't mean it to really just give it. But look into that. Keep on doing your research. Look within. God is right there in your spine. God is right there in my spine. The God in me sees the God in you. Namaste. Let's get it. Carpe diem. All at once.